Hi everyone, and welcome back to the Jedi Knight of the Woods channel. It's Paul here. Thanks very much for joining me. What I wanted to do very quickly on this video was just to introduce you to a small little pack that I carry around to supplement the brew kit that I've already showed you. I decided to do a separate video on this purely because it is a separate piece of equipment, and as you know I like to do things on a modular basis. So this essentially is my cook kit for food. As I explained before, I can get away with just using the kit that's in the Maxpedition style pouch, just the Guide Designs bottle and the GSI or Tatonka stainless steel mug. That will be more than adequate for just cooking food, boiling liquid, so on and so forth. But I do tend to keep this one with me as well for the versatility and the options that it gives me. Now, I started off just using the double nesting mess kit, aluminium, and found that although it gave me two different vessels, the aluminium heated the food far too quickly. Maybe I was cooking on it wrong, but I just didn't get on with a mess kit. So I decided that stainless steel was the way that I wanted to go. I know it is a bit heavier, and of course the ultralight people out there are going to turn their nose up at me on this one, but this particular kit is made of stainless steel. Let's just take you into the pouch and into the gear inside. It's a Viper branded pouch, very, very cheap off the internet. I like these. It's got the two MOLLE attachments on the back there that enables belt carry, as well as I can strap this to the pack or just chuck it in the pack as well. So opening up the pouch, all I have in here is a fairly simple one-man cook set, but as I say, I think this gives me a bit of versatility in my options. First things first, inside the pouch itself I believe was a medical kit, and I just simply keep in here are my knife, fork and spoon set, just one of these simple clip together pieces. Then also I keep the single bladed locking Victorinox. This one is called the Alpina or Alpinia, single blade sliding lock. It's got the usual toothpick and tweezers on the back there, as well as the bottle opener. But stainless steel blade, I keep this one purely and simply for food preparation, nothing else. So while I might carry other blades on me at the time, this one is simply for food preparation. Last thing I want is cross-contamination of food, so that one stays in the pouch as well. Then onto the cook kit itself, it's just plain and simple. I'll come back to this one. It's got a copper bottom for even heat distribution. Simple clip that goes over the top, which turns the base unit into a frying pan, and of course the frying pan has the lid there, so you can sort of create an oven environment as well if you wanted to, things like bannock, that sort of thing. So the lid comes off, and inside, nesting in there are some other bits. First of all, simple plate, can be used as a frying pan as well as the lid for the main unit. Inside here, what we have, as you can see, the main frying pan unit there, copper bottom for even heat distribution. Nice long handle on there. I'll be using gloves anyway when I normally use this. Inside you've got a smaller pot with a lid. It does have a plastic handle. What I like about this particularly is that the bay alarm there is locking. There is quite a bit of play in it, but it is locking, and I've used this so many times where it's able to pour in all different directions. So if you've got your liquid in there, it's very, very easy to just bring the bay alarm up, pour the liquid from your container, and off you go. And basically what I keep in here are just a few bits to add and supplement. Obviously the pot grippers, cut down slightly, not an awful lot, but great for using with the frying pan. So that's that one. And inside I've got two containers. One has just simply some curry powder in there, add a little bit of spice. The other is just simply some mixed herbs, so oregano, thyme, basil, that sort of thing, dried herbs. There's enough in there for a few pinches. A small little squirty bottle of oil, always helps non-stick purposes. And a small cut down sized piece of Brillo pad for the washing up. Now what I find with this as well, one little tip I found works really well with this set is once I've finished eating, and quite often I'll eat just out of the tins themselves, is if you put the lid on, put a small dash of water in, put the lid back on, and put the unit onto some embers or the coals, leave it to stand for a minute, then the steam basically takes the residue of the food off and makes it an awful lot easier to clean. You've seen a ton of these things. I must have about 20 Altoids tins or similar, and I keep one in here as well. And basically just inside here I've got things like salt, pepper, there's some stock cubes or bouillon cubes, a couple of sachets of tomato sauce as well. Just little bits to add to the food that I'm preparing. So it just makes, you know, the wild edibles that little bit more enjoyable if you can put a bit of seasoning with them. So everything all then folds back inside there nicely, like so. And guys, that's basically my cook kit. Pretty simple, works very well for one person, but you know, I've got the option, should anybody else come along and, you know, I want to share some food, then I've got the option of a couple of different vessels there. Or if I find a different number of things out in there in terms of wild edibles, then I've got a couple of different options for cooking them. And of course everything fits nicely, neatly back together, handle snaps over, back into the pouch, and off we go. So guys, thanks very much for joining me again. I'm going to continue going through bits and bobs of my kit so that you get a good idea of what I've built up and put together. It might look a little bit you know, random in places, but you know, not everything has to be coyote brown or black or, you know, tactical in colour. I put everything together that's functional, and that's the key to this, is that everything is functional. So there you go guys, thanks very much for joining me, and I look forward to seeing you on another video.